Hi, I'm Brenda from the Avant Garden Shop, and welcome to another episode of The Garden Gate. Today I'm here with Drew Monkman, local naturalist and author. And Drew, sometimes people come in asking about ways to prevent hawks and things like that from attacking their birds. They're kind of afraid of them. Is there anything they should do or embrace it?
Yes, well, I would certainly say to embrace it, because when there's a hawk present, or in some cases an owl, like a barred owl, the one with the dark brown eyes, it really is an indication that the food chain is functioning in a healthy way. In fact, hawk numbers right now are higher than they've been in a long time, and a number of our hawks and falcons, just going back a few decades, were very much endangered species.
Right.
So whenever I have a Cooper's hawk, which tends to be the most common species we see in the city, occasionally taking a bird at the feeder, or a sharp-shinned hawk, I personally celebrate it. It's something,
It's a good thing in a way.
I feed all species equally.
That's right, yeah.
No judgments whatsoever. And some people too may have a barred owl come and sometimes hang around for even a week or two, especially if there are cedar trees, conifers that they can roost in. They will occasionally take a bird during the day, but I think what they're there for mostly are voles, mice, shrews that are active at night. So a beautiful bird. So if you're lucky enough to have an owl come and visit, count yourself.
Yeah, we did last year, so that was awesome.
The blessed ones.
Yeah. So Drew, what about a northern shrike? I've had them in my garden as well.
Yes, northern shrike is a bird from the Arctic. It's about the size of a robin. It's actually a songbird, but with a hooked bill, and which will occasionally take chickadees or mice. A very interesting bird. And yes, definitely one keep an eye open for.
Neat. Okay. And I just wanted to point out, this is one thing that we sometimes do recommend. If you can't embrace it, you can put something like this over your feeder, and the predator birds have a really hard time getting through it. But hey, embrace it. Thanks for joining me on The Garden Gate, and thank you, Drew, for joining me as well. We'll see you next time.
The Garden Gate is brought to you by the Avant Garden Shop, your destination for garden accessories and backyard birding supplies. Sherbrooke Street, downtown Peterborough.